to the best of my ability, it's time to say that football is back. I'm going to get a drink and I'll be back in about 20 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully, okay, I didn't miss anything. Now, it's time to do something I wanted to do for a long time, which is do live NFL commentary. Oh, I didn't mean to kick the mic. Let's get a drink. Pouring a drink. It's almost time. We have the Seattle Seahawks, winners of Super Bowl 60, and the Tennessee Titans, third overall pick last year. This on paper looks like a giant mismatch, but the thing is, the Titans have had another year of draft picks to strengthen their roster, and the Seahawks are without one of their secret weapons. Star running back Kenneth Walker III is no longer on the team. He's a member of the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff is any moment. We're very excited about this. We're trying to see if we can keep the mics straight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Hopefully I'll be able to provide some nice energetic commentary to this game. Only got to keep you occupied for another couple minutes. We might as well get some food. All stuff to yap about during commercial breaks, too. And halftime. Even for a little bit after the game is over. So stay a while. Stay forever. Because here comes football. Right down football lane. I'm sorry, that was stupid. That was so stupid. I don't quite know player names, so don't expect a lot from me. If you should expect anything, expect me to try. I want to try really hard. One of my dreams is actually to be a sportscaster. It's a kind of rare career, only afforded to people who can really entertain people, and I figure I know enough about football, and I have that will and tenacity to entertain enough that I should at least try to put myself out there and commentate some NFL. I should probably pull up a list of active players or something for both teams. Like, you have the ESPN thing here. Like, let's see how this is doing. Let's just refresh this page. What's going on? As you can see, there's a lot of betting stuff here for anyone who cares about it. We're currently in commercial right now. We're waiting for kickoff. I'll have the play-by-play up in a couple minutes when the game does officially begin. So, how about them Cowboys? Huh? Nah, how about them Patriots? You should have seen them last night. They did what every single coach dreams of, what every quarterback, what every player dreams of. They had a successful 2-minute drill, came back, won the game, even got a fumble on the Eagles' last chance, and sealed their win. That's everything you could ask for. That was absolute beauty on turf. Or in real grass. I don't actually know what Gillette Stadium uses. But anyhow, this is a home game for the Tennessee Titans, which means they have a ghost of a chance. All right. Here comes the Fox Sports blurb. More commercials. I love living in Ohio so goddamn much. This is my floor. This is my floor. That is my floor. That is my floor. I won't be getting up during this game. I have an office chair. It's fine. I just got occupied for another couple seconds. Okay. Boys, here we go. I'm going to keep refreshing this page until we start the play-by-play. The reception's looking good. That's really good. That's a great sign. I might as well eat something. We're still waiting on this game. Come on. We ain't got all day. If I had a nickel. Off come some of the players. They're getting ready to start this thing. Wow, that's some great stats from Leonard Williams. Nothing on the field yet. Here come the team captains. Well, the Titans have a hell of a defensive guy. 11 sacks, 17 tackles for loss, 67 tackles. This guy contributes. Jeffrey Simmons. Nothing to scoff at. No. Come on. We've already been here a pretty long time. We don't have infinite of it. Well, we don't have an infinite amount of it, I should say. That was grammatically incorrect. I apologize. Let's charge my phone while we're at it. Here comes the kicker. The Seahawks have started to... Seahawks will receive for the first half of the game. Line up. First whistle. Thank you. We are off in Nashville. The kick is returned to about the 20-yard line. Oh, shoot, that's playing footage. We gotta stop that. You can't have this. Why is it playing a baseball game? Stop it. So, out come the Seahawks. Okay, play-by-play. Okay, we got it. We're okay. Seahawks looking like they're going to run the ball. Handoff. Gets through and picks up what looks about 4.5, might be 5. Good way to get a first down. And, sorry, I misspoke there. Look at them stats. Seahawks average 28 points a game. And they're looking like there's only one guy in the backfield. Lines up the throw, makes the completion, picks up the first down, and they'll start a yard closer. So it's 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks on 2 plays. Okay, come on. So the Seahawks line up in T formation. It looks like a Titans defense, 4 layers. So handoff, dives through the middle and picks up what looks like 2 yards. Always respectable. 2 yards is 2 yards closer to the first down, and actually that's going to end up being 3 yards. So we've got 2nd and 7 here coming up for the Seahawks. Let's see. They're huddling there. They're discussing what kind of play they're going to run. I really got to come up with other fun things to say. We got a lock at quarterback. I never heard of this guy. Let's hope he proves himself out there. Titans defense pretty bunched together. Snap. Looking like he's going to pass. Throws it sideways. And he goes down for a huge loss. Wow. What a play. If there's a flag, there's a flag. This might come back, which is a shame. The Titans defense were probably looking to push him back a couple yards. They were excited about this. Let's hope that flag's not anything bad. And of course it's on the defense because we can't win anything. We can't have anything. So it's 1st down again for the Seahawks and they're 5 yards closer. Illegal contact on Tony Adams. Titans defense lines up 3 lines. 1 guy in the backfield. Takes a snap, looking, throws to the running back, and breaks to the first tackle, makes it for a gain of what looks like about 6 yards, gets out of bounds. No, not quite out of bounds. Looks like they're going to continue to run the clock. We're looking at, okay, after review, it's determined to be a 2nd and 5 for the Seattle Seahawks. 2 for 2, 13 yards for Locke. Titans defense looks kind of bunched together. Another snap, quick shovel to the running back. Almost gets tackled for a loss. Just barely gets pushed out of bounds right near the first down line. So that's going to be 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and inches for the Seahawks. It looks like they're going to call this 3rd and 1. Titans' defense hasn't proven themselves with much. They got that tackle for loss, which would have been excellent if there was no flag on the play. But as we all know from the NFL stands for No Fun League. And as such, we end up with flags on every play that matters. Got a lot of guys on the line there for the Titans. Looks like they're not going to get a handoff, and we get a pass to Melissa, running back, and he makes the completion, gets the first down, and that's going to be another first down for the Seahawks. I don't actually know where they are on the field right now. It looks like they've just crossed midfield over there. They're getting into Seahawks. They're getting into Titans territory. And 45, 40. Looks like they're going to be rolling about the 42-yard line. I'm going to take my headphones off for a second and see if I can get you a better play-by-play for this. Let's see if we can get the thing we got. Ah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Oh, we got a guys down on the play. Looks like RB might be down. I don't know. I couldn't see it clearly. We got it down Seahawk either way. They're testing his legs. Doesn't look to be anything serious. It doesn't look like there's going to be anything serious here. He's probably just a little shaken. Apologize, I have some seasonal allergies. I live in hell. So he's okay. He is okay. Guts up on his own. He's not limping or anything. He looks like he just took a bit of a hit, and it looks like he's off to the Seahawks sideline. Maybe he's going to go to the blue tent. Let's see. Nope, he's just going to stop at the sideline. He decided, you know what, I'm not going to play this one. I'm going to sit until I feel better. So they're down a lineman. But that doesn't matter. Because it's 1st and 10. You got to get somewhere. Hut. And fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Gets the completion. And that is a Seahawks touchdown for Arroyo. You cannot ask for much better than that. Spikes the ball. Just Elijah Arroyo. Beautiful catch for a touchdown. 36 yards to put up 6 points for the Seahawks. You really can't ask for much better than that. So let's see that again. Let's see the kind of block he gets. So, oh no, he was actually running a bit of a route there. So he starts and he picks the catch right around the 10 and just waltzes straight in for the touchdown. He had that one every time. He was wide open. One only has to wonder, what kind of play results in something like this? Huh? How does this happen? And out comes the kicker. It's up, and the extra point is good to make it 7-0 Seahawks with 11 minutes and 12 seconds in the first quarter. When we come back, we'll be kicking off to the Tennessee Titans for the first time in this game. Well, that was a lovely first possession from the Seahawks there. They just never gave up, did they? They didn't relent for a second. Just pushed their way through that Titans defense and demolished them. No, stop playing videos. I don't want to see baseball. I don't know what it's trying to show you all. I'm terrified. You know what we're going to do? We're going to just element zap this. Get out of here. That looks better. That looks better. So, Drew Lock. And, oh, Elijah Arroyo is a tight end. I thought he was a running back for some reason. I don't know, man. I don't know much about teams that aren't mine. Alright, so it's time for our first installment of In Other News, where I yap about other things because they're relevant. First off, I'm going to say, Todd Monken has announced he's going to be announcing the starter quarterback for the Cleveland Browns tomorrow, hopefully. We're going to see whether the quarterback battle ends in Shedeur Sanders or Deshaun Watson. Fans are divided, to say the least. They don't feel like we have a lot of good quarterback options. The Steelers, they're pretty happy about their quarterback options. They got 4 guys, all of which can really prove themselves on the field. But I don't feel good about the Browns' quarterback situation this much. Shedeur Sanders has definitely improved over last year when he put up an okay record, but we got to see how he does when he knows he's going to start. We got to see the Browns at full power to really decide if this season is over from the start or not. Todd Monken probably only has one chance to turn this team around, and I wouldn't be surprised if he squanders this with an ugly season. Then again, there's nothing Browns fans aren't used to, aside from playoff wins. There's nothing on the losing side that Browns fans aren't used to. So, we've got an amazing play. I can't believe that really happened. 78 yards in 3 minutes, 48 seconds across only 7 plays to throw an amazing touchdown for the Seahawks. So, back to the game. And the kick. One man receiving, lets it bounce, gets into the end zone, and starts 20, 25, and he barely makes it across the 25. He took a pretty big hit there. Right into the Seahawks sideline. There's some pushing. There's some shoving. Ooh, this is getting good. There might be something here. Oh, we got a bit of a fight. This is awesome. We don't get this often. Looks like we're gonna see a bit of misconduct. Return team. Holding on the return team. Nothing about the almost fight that occurred. Tell you, if you want to see a football fight, you should have seen what happened to the Eagles Commanders around Thanksgiving. Not around Thanksgiving, I believe it was a Christmas Eve game, actually. But that was awesome. You should have seen that. It was a heck of a fight. Two teams that really, truly hate each other. One team pours it on, you get what you expect. It's like that old Browns-Steelers helmet swing from the playoffs in 2021. All right, they're pretty deep. They're around their own 10, so one guy in the backfield, they're going to run the ball to prevent anything bad like a safety, and he gets a good run. He picks up 9 yards, just short of the first down marker, but that's nothing you can't ask for. That's nothing you can't expect to one day receive. That was a good run. Looks like we're almost certainly going to see a first down for the Seahawks, barring a sack or anything like that. I'm kind of worried Cam Ward is going to be a draft bust. Oh, we got a Seahawk down on the play. Seems to be one of the smaller guys. That's terrible. Cam Ward takes a knee. Many players take knees. Ward gets up, puts his helmet back on, and trots out. Let's see what we're going to see. Ooh, that looks like a pretty bad injury to the leg. He's waving someone over. I think he probably tore something. He tripped over a guy. It's not good to see this many injuries this early, folks. I always want... Okay, I'm taking my headphones off. I'm not going to sit through another round of commercials while there's a guy down on the field. I hate when they do this. Sure, it's a good opportunity to cut away from commercial, but morally, I disagree with it. We need a moment of silence, rather. Not stupid commercials for gamblers. We need to acknowledge that someone just got hurt for their own team's sake, and they might be a lot more seriously injured than you think. Obviously, we hope they're not. We only wish the best. But I always thought it was very inappropriate they cut away to commercial for this kind of thing. Opening kickoff of the Eagles-Patriots game yesterday, we saw exactly that. They cut away to commercial, like literally while a player was like down, not moving. DePaul Jackson on the Eagles. I think my volume's a little low. I'm gonna go and turn this up so you don't have to blast your computer to hear it. All right, that's looking a little better. We're up to by 4 decibels. This might be a little more listenable. I apologize for any poor audio quality. All right, test passed. We're good. Yeah, we weren't talking at very high levels. You were probably going to have to strain to hear us. I don't know a lot to say, honestly. I hate these freaking Chewy commercials, man. This sucks. I hate this. It's so annoying. You got some freaking ugly mutt over there, and the things it receives with little gratitude for free. It is a creature of handouts. You just don't like it. The MLB season's almost over. It was a disappointing time for the Pirates. Screw Ben Cherington and screw Bob Nutting. I wish Bob Nutting nothing but... Whoa, they're taking him away on the cart. Alright. It looks like our friend on the Seahawks is going to exit the game. He's not leaving in an ambulance, thankfully, but it looks like he's a little more seriously hurt than we thought. That's a shame. It always takes a little bit out of you, and you take some time for a player to be injured. Looks like his right leg. It's in the cast. There's just trying to make sure he's okay. He's like mentally okay. He's not more seriously injured, but his leg is in a bit of cast right now. It always takes up many of your guys, and you can see they're always slower for the next couple plays because it's a loss to them, you know. Anyhow, doesn't matter. It's time for more football, and the Titans pick up a first down. So it is now 1st and 10 at, I believe, I want to say the 22. Titans offense was just god awful last year. It was unbelievably bad. But, you know, it's not going to be. It is going to be about the 22-yard line. So we got some guys. It looks like they're lining up to pass here. They got a lot of receivers coming out. Got 4 or 5 different routes maybe being run. Only 4 guys on the line for the Seahawks. Easy completion for Cam Ward, but Robinson is brought down immediately after the catch. Either way, picks up 3. That was a good play. He read the line. He saw there weren't going to be a lot of guys coming after him, and he put a lot of receivers out there so that he'd be able to get a quick throw off to somebody. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. So, fakes a handoff and just lobs it. Almost intercepted. Bit of an issue. Bit of a contested pass there. That was an okay throw. Nothing unusual by any means. It was a little high. That had a chance of being intercepted. But that was an okay fake handoff. Not the worst I've ever seen. Not great. He almost had it. Actually, no, that wasn't almost intercepted. That was just like a bad camera angle. He couldn't hang on to it. That was just a little high. 3rd and 5. It'd really take a lot out of the Titans to have to punt here. So, looking, gets a quick throw off, and he's gone. He's gone, folks. He makes it to about the 40. The opponent's 40. What a gain. Just a quick check, and he's gone. That's the beauty of passing along the sidelines like that. That's something you don't get to see very often in Madden. You got the privilege of knowing there's going to be a guy on the side of you who's right ready to get that catch right there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, that really put a lot of life into the Texans. Not the Texans? Did I just say the Texans? I meant the Titans. I'm sorry. So, drops back. Doesn't make any effort to play fake or anything. That's a throw, and it's going to hit absolutely nobody. That was directly in between both of his receivers. I don't know what happened. Maybe his arm came off of it wrong, but that's a weird way to miss a throw. It looked like neither of them were even aware the throw happened. So, it's going to be 2nd and 10. All right. Here comes the snap. He's looking. Pressure. He's running back, way far back, and throws it away. Makes a completion somehow. I thought he was going to throw it away, but he threw it to a guy along the sidelines and made a completion. I don't know how that's possible. He might have been out of bounds, though. Oh, thanks for that. I really didn't need to see what the pickup was anyway. I needed to see Brian Dable, the offensive coordinator. No, it's going to be 3rd and 7. So they're lining up to pass. The Seahawks know it. They're showing blitz. When you get all the guys creeping up on you like that, that's how you know they're going to go blitz. Cam Ward, he can see this. He's not stupid. He's putting all his guys on the line here, hoping to try and block this thing. They all come right at him, just as I thought, and Cam chucks it, and he doesn't have it. Not a completion. No flag. It hits the defensive guy directly. And that's going to set up 4th and 7. That was an okay route. But that throw was just a little bit off. It hit the defensive guy in the back. He didn't even know it was happening. What the heck was that? That was just a display of incompetency. And it looks like they're going to try for a long field goal here. Oh. Okay, they are going to try for a long field goal. All right. Let's see. 55 yards. This is makeable in the modern NFL. It's got the legs. It's good. So that puts 3 on the board for the Tennessee Titans as we hit 8:02 in the first quarter. Seahawks 7, Titans 3. Beautiful 55-yard field goal to send it. That thing had everything. You couldn't ask for a much better kick than that. Everyone applaud. Everyone applaud. That was a good kick. That was a good kick. Let's put this up here. I'm just going to put this up here so I might have a bit of a chance of seeing what's actually happening. I'm going to move this, face it towards me, so I might have a chance to read what's going on here. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but we got a result of the play here, and that's really all you can ask for some days. This is pretty instant, honestly. I thought there'd be a bit of a delay between the ESPN cast and anything serious, but, you know, this is about as you can ask for. Let's unplug my phone here, and let's take a bit of a look. Let's hope the stream's going well still. I got an eye appointment tomorrow. Funny story. I went to the eye doctor last week, and everything was fine. They tested my brother. There was nothing wrong with him. He's a little nearsighted. They tested my brother. There's nothing his problem. They did the telehealth because we'd accidentally scheduled telehealth for some reason. I don't know why. Some things just happen by accident, you know. And so he gets his done, and I'm sitting in the chair waiting for them to put the full test on me and show me whether or not I'm completely blind. The second they're ready for me, the entire system goes down. So they're just sitting there checking which doctors are available, and the entire system just completely dies on them. So they have to cancel like a dozen appointments for people. They have to get me out of there, and I reschedule for Monday with a real doctor so this doesn't happen again. Yeah, that's going to be what I'm doing tomorrow. That's fun. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, it looks like we are ready to kick again. The Seahawks are ready to receive. Joey Sly is ready. Both teams scored on their opening drive. That's always a good thing. It sets you up for some good football every time, you know? Because at least there's points on the board and both offenses know what they're doing. Alright, so comes up, kicks it. That was a pretty good kick. And let's see how far back this goes. It goes into the end zone. Wants a touchback, sees some opening, tries to get something, and is down around the 23. It just rolls straight up after that. That was an interesting fall. You never see him just roll and like jump up all happy like that. He didn't even get much. He hesitated for way too long. He was deciding whether or not he was going to go for the touchback there, and I just don't know what he was thinking, man. You really got to question it. You really have to. Anyhow, it's up. And the Seahawks are on the field. Titans have a 4-layer defense. Handoff. What the hell was that? He tripped and fell. Everyone hates seeing that. It makes your guys look stupid no matter who they are. You just trip and fall like that, and suddenly you're the talk of the town. 'Cause what? He tried to pull off a bit of a sidestep move and just completely fell. What the hell was he trying? So, 4 men on the line for the Titans. I'm sorry, I'm getting words all mixed up today. Waits way too long. Passes. There was a lot of pressure on that. Tries to break a tackle after the completion and gets about 3 yards. Locke hasn't missed a pass so far. He's going to miss the next one because I tend to curse people like that. Yeah, there was a lot of pressure there. There was a guy in the center who was pretty decently open. He probably could have gotten a little more with that, but I respect his choice of throw, even if it was a pretty rough one. You see the spiral wasn't perfect at all. He had no time to think. 3rd and 9. Ready. Oh, he's scrambling. He's running. He's after it. He's after it. He tries to break through, and he might have this first down. It is right on the line. It's going to be called a first down. Locke is looking great. 5 for 5 with 66 yards and a touchdown already. That hole just opened up for him, and he's like, ha, I got it. I know what I have to do. Five-minute on the line for the Titans. Some motion in the backfield with the tight end on the Seahawks. Snap. Handoff. And he breaks through. Oh my good God! He is gone! He just gets straight through. Hole in the defense. 20, 10, touchdown Seahawks! It is an incredible night in Nashville, but not for the home team. Jacardia Wright has a touchdown. Wow! That was amazing! Also, shout out to the wonderful woman in the audience who beat stage 3 breast cancer. And her sign that she decided to put up. If she can beat breast cancer, you can beat the Titans. He just gets straight through there. The defense is going to be sat there for the whole day wondering what the hell happened. That was a play straight out of Madden. That was straight out of Madden. There's a flag. Oh no. What an awful time for a late flag to come in. Oh no. Excessive celebration it looks like it's going to be. I think he's earned it. That kind of play doesn't come very often. He's going to know this one for the rest of his life. Going straight up the gut like that, breaking free. This just does not happen very often, ever. What a wonderful play. What a wonderful night here in Nashville. It is now Seahawks 13, Titans 3. They're lining up for the extra point. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's going to be a bit of a long attempt for this extra point. This might go down as 13-3. Let's see. Kick is up, and it's no good. The extra point has been missed off the excessive celebration penalty. Either way, what it's not going to do is stop. Oh my God, why does it keep playing baseball? Stop doing this. Stop doing this. No. We missed this play-by-play because they won't stop trying to show us freaking baseball. Oh man, it didn't let me turn the autoplay thing off because it's already gone. I hate ESPN sometimes, man. It's just the worst. Take a shot every time it starts playing random baseball highlights. You'll be dead by the end of this. Oh, we can turn this full screen. Replay mode. There we go. This might get us what we want to see, huh? This might get us what we want, what we're after. Wonderful. Let's see what happens if we zoom out a bit. What do we got here? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's how you watch football. We got a severe thunderstorm warning where I'm at, but it's like for the very edge of where WYFX covers. It's probably not going to affect us. It never does. It's good we're still live and we haven't been struck by the MLB yet for daring to show ESPN. Why? Why does it keep doing this? Why does it insist I want to see baseball highlights right now? It's just awful. Seahawks are looking confident, to say the least. That was a beautiful play. I love being able to commentate on that. They don't even bother to show the baseball shit during the... Oh, I said shit. I'm sorry. They don't even bother to show the baseball stuff during the commercials. You gotta wonder what their problem is. It's a good thing we're in commercials, because I would have accidentally said the swear on TV, which is something I gotta train myself out of if I'm ever gonna be a good commentator. Anyhow, he is getting all the appreciation he deserves right now. As we line up to kick to the Titans once again. Whistle blows. 5:43 in the first quarter. Seahawks 13, Titans 3. And we kick off for the fourth time already. Way back in the end zone. Decides to keep running it because he thinks he might be able to get more than 35, but he doesn't. Oh, we got a bit of a confrontation in the Seahawks sideline for the second time this game, but it doesn't result in anything. I keep looking back expecting it to show me baseball so I can go and turn off that autoplay. Come on, man. Come on. Ooh. It's got some liquid on me. I don't know if that's a Mountain Dew amp or condensation. Anyhow, Titans are ready. Takes a snap, looks, throws, makes a quick completion, doesn't get any yards afterwards. That was quick and dirty. It's kind of technical. It's kind of too technical. You don't have like any real energy in that. It's flat. It's methodical. Sure, it works, but it's not really much fun to watch. Pretty well built middle line for both. Titans are going to leave an empty right half of the field. Snap, run, and picks up about 2 or 3 more yards. They're interviewing Sam Darnold, so they decide we don't need to see the game. I mean, sure, Sam Darnold's probably a pretty alright guy. He's obviously fantastic at football. But come on. We want to see the game. Cam Ward is 4 for 7 with 48 yards. Don't show me baseball again, I swear. So, they're lined up. They're lined up. They're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just barely avoids the time violation. And makes a completion for a yard and just gets tackled immediately. So that's not going to be a first down for the Seahawks. And it looks like they're probably going to have to punt this one away. I don't think they're confident that they're going to be able to get a first down off of this one. Are they going for it? Are they punting? It's 4th and 1. It seems they have called... Oh, no, they have not called timeout. Okay. Come on. Oh, they're going for it. The Seahawks turnover here would probably end the game. They're going to run the ball. And is he going to fight for it? He's going to fight. He's going to be short by about 3 inches. That is not a first down, folks. That is a turnover in one of the worst spots to ever turn the ball over. Come on. It's like they're not even trying out there. I think we're in for a good game that ends up being a total demolition of Tennessee. Because, you know, in the preseason, those unwritten rules don't really exist. You want to try and run up the score. You want to be silly about it. I mean, I wish teams would do this more anyhow. I wish they'd just go for 80 because you can. Make a fun game where you just destroy your opponent. That's cool. That's inherently cool. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes seeing an utter massacre. A 28-0 game is no fun. A 58-0 game is a lot of fun. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks after the awful turnover. I don't know why they did that. Oh, pressure. Chucks towards the end zone. Interception! But there's a flag on the play. This one looks like it's coming back because nothing good ever happens to the Tennessee Titans. I'm not a fan, by the way. I'm just trying to be neutral here. Hopefully that's going to stand as an interception because I want an exciting game where Locke isn't perfect. And also because I keep him out of a perfect... Oh, the interception does come back! Illegal contact! Oh, man! What an awful way to have this end. And it wasn't even the guy who caught the pick's fault. He could have caught that pick regardless of whether or not that penalty happened. He's probably so mad right now he can't even think. That was going to be his moment. Hopefully, it won't discourage him. And that's going to be a tackle for the loss for the Titans. So, the Seahawks lose about 2 yards on this one, which is great. They're trying to mitigate the damage. They're probably feeling pretty good about that one. It's amazing when you can see a first quarter game that's already a wash like this. I feel so bad about that poor guy. That really should have been an interception. I didn't like the call. I don't think anybody did. So it's 2nd and 13 for the Seahawks at what looks like the opponent's 33. Takes a snap, looks for a guy, chucks it to the running back, and he's going to get thrown out of bounds almost immediately to bring up what may be 3rd and 11. Man. Yeah, I was right. It's 3rd and 11 for the Seahawks. That interception does not count for Locke, so he's still eligible for a perfect quarterback game, by the way. Wonderful the woman who is in 2 years remission. That's wonderful. I wish you nothing but the best. Anyhow, Seahawks line up. I don't know exactly what they're planning here. The Titans defense spreads out a little bit, but not that much. It seems they're anticipating us. Oh, and the Seahawks jump early. Ah, you fools. 87, that's a wide receiver. Or a tight end. Yep, Foster Jr. He 100% jumped early. That was incredibly stupid. You can't be doing things like that. You absolutely cannot. You can't be making mistakes like this. And both teams have already lost 20 yards to penalties. So that's 3rd and 16 for the Seahawks. Titans defense spreads out a lot. They know they want to keep this drive going. They're just barely out of maybe field goal range. Chucks it along the side. And there was a bit of a hole there, so he's going to break through and get the first... No, that's not going to be a first down, is it? No, that's going to bring up 4th down, and we're probably going to see the field goal unit coming out. Yeah, we are going to see the field goal unit come out for 4th and 8, and it looks like we're probably going to be seeing this... We're probably going to be seeing a very makeable field goal. This is one that they're probably going to make 85% of the time, every time. 48-yard attempt coming up. Jason Myers. What a guy. What a kicker. Boop. Up. It's a little low, but it doesn't matter how low it is because it's good. That thing had some juice. And now's my chance to try to turn off them freaking baseball highlights forever. No one cares. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Please. Please, just stop. Found a cicada today. Please just stop doing that. Man! Hopefully that'll shut it down forever. Freaking baseball, man. It just has to go and interrupt everything you do. It's really amazing when you can see a game that looks like it's got a final score in the first quarter. This is going to be good. Everybody knows it. I think some of the guys on the Seahawks are looking to prove themselves and see that they can get that and try to make that roster spot. They want to try to be a backup or try to win the starting role. So I think some of them are really going to try to look to pour it on here. Locke knows he's not going to outcompete Sam Darnold, but he can sure guarantee his spot on the backup roster by playing how he has tonight. What a game. He's just been getting along with absolutely everyone he sees on the field. And he's had no issues whatsoever. I'm just going to take a picture of the screen here. First quarter and it's already a blowout. That's amazing. The Titans are losing hard. We're in for good football, kids. We've had a wonderful first quarter already. So many things have happened enough has happened in the first quarter that it feels like its own game. We had almost everything you can imagine. So let's see what's new for the Titans. They have updated their logo slightly. Wonderful. They have hired a new head coach because every team that goes 3-14 hires a new head coach. They picked up a lot of free agents. Now I wonder, what happened to Matt McCrane? Is he still on the DC Defenders, or did he finally make it to the NFL where he belongs? And that's a kick, and that's going to the Titans. Bounces once in the end zone. So, takes it to the 20. He's going to be stopped around the 24-yard line. Let's see, actually, what happened to Matt McCrane? Got a lot of additions on the Titans. That's good. They improve in the wide receiver corner. That's a Alontae Taylor. That's a name I recognize. Where's he from? Let's see, where's he from? He's from the Saints. I don't know why I know that name then. I didn't watch the Saints at all last year. So, looks like the Titans are ready. I'm predicting they're probably going to run the ball. Nope, they're going to make a very quick pass. It's bobbled. That really easily could have been a pick if the Seahawks guy realized what he was doing. There's a flag down on the play regardless. Matt McCrane. Holding on the offense, because it's always holding on the offense. Somehow, Matt McCrane did not make the NFL. Again. He was undrafted in 2018, bounced around every team imaginable. This poor guy's just got no home. He's a good player. He really is. He's been great on the Defenders. He made 4 from 60 or longer. Come on. So, snap. Looking. Quick pass right over the middle. And he gets, oh my god, just brought down in a sea of Hawks. No pun intended. Snap. Routes, chucks down, makes just a little bit of gain, and picks up, I want to say, about 5 here. So that's probably going to bring him around 3rd and 6 to 8, depending on where they spot the ball. Yep, 3rd and 8. So, just looking, we're ready. We got some trips on the wide receiver. It looks like Cam's going to get a good opportunity to pass here. If he reads the room. Chucks it down. Doesn't quite have it. I think he threw to the wrong guy. But either way, looks like he drew a penalty. It's got to be pass interference, but on who? And that is defensive pass interference. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seahawks have just... Not the Seahawks again. The Seahawks have just lost themselves a couple of yards, and the Titans have a wonderful first down. The guy whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it. I don't know how it looks written. I'm not going to try. He didn't even know he drew that. So, snap. Just chucks it to a lineman. Huh? What the hell was that? It looked like he threw it to number 77. I was going to say, what, ineligible receiver or something? What exactly just happened there? Did I get fooled? I think I got fooled in some regard. Because what happened? Stop showing me baseball! No one cares about what Caitlin Clark is doing. I already turned off autoplay. I swear. It knows when it goes to commercial. It knows. I hate it. I really do. Everybody knew the Seahawks were favorites in this game. We just didn't know it was going to be by this much. Except for me. I knew. I always know. Anyhow, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. So, what's everyone thinking? I think we had one heck of a first quarter out there. Absolutely beautiful. You couldn't ask for much better football from the Seahawks or much worse football from the Titans. Then again, you can rarely ask for worse football from the Titans. They have it rough. They really shouldn't when you think about it. Friend says, I think my thermostat's broken. Outdoor temp 123.2. Which is normal. Why are Discord statuses so short? I can't put any good Bible verses in them. I wanted to put something nice in there. But it's all just too short and gets cut off. Come on. There's some good verses in Romans. We got more commercials over here. They keep advertising this the floor thing, and I don't even know what this game is about. I don't know what this game is about. Like, come on. Oh, wait, is it that game where you just name objects and win ridiculous money because everyone else is an idiot? It's a weird game. It's a weird game. It's a weird game with a weird name. Anyhow, it's time to begin the second quarter. It's time for the Seahawks, and they're just at midfield here. So, action rolls back. I forgot it was a Titans possession. Oh, is that going to be a fumble or what? I'm sorry, I lost my bearings there for a second. What I meant to say was the Titans take over at mid. They don't take over. The Titans begin again at midfield, and it looks like Cam Ward might have fumbled a little bit. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it just went out of bounds, though. Looks like it just went out of bounds. Alright, so let's wait. Titans. Oh! He almost goes down. If there's a lot of pressure there, more pressure, barely chucks it away. Oh my good God! It's caught! How is that even possible? How? He just chucked it under all that pressure like it was nothing. Oh, he got bumped a bit by one of his own guys. Almost went down. Runs so far back it hurts. Somehow throws the football and makes a completion. Let's see. Is that a proper completion? He caught it. Both feet weren't in bounds. I don't think that's going to be a completed catch. That's not a completed catch. Oh, that hurts. And it's time for a Titans punt. First of the game. Oh, we got some tripping over there. So it falls into the end zone for a touchback. I don't know what the heck was happening over the sidelines. Guys were tripping over themselves like, I don't know. Weirdest game of leapfrog I ever seen, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to be commentating the Red Sox-Yankees game, even though I really should in all honesty. Everybody loves Red Sox-Yankees. That's the best rivalry in baseball right there. Not even Pirates-Reds gets this seeded. Those guys hate each other. Shut up, Storm Team 27. Nobody cares. Yeah, that ball was a touchback, I believe. I don't actually know current punting rules. I believe they'll take over at the 20 like they usually do. So, yeah, it's at the 20. So, it's a run and they get nowhere. So, that is a run for 0 gain from the Seahawks. But it looks like they're still going to count it as a yard. Doesn't change what the real ball position is, though. They can call it whatever they want. Still that many yards the first down. This is not an evenly matched game at all. Drew Lock has just absolutely proven himself out there. He's showing himself as a great quarterback. 7 for 7. So, let's see. Pressure, chucks it over the side, makes the completion. His receivers are good today, man. And despite a little bit of hesitation, he seems to pick up about 4 yards, 5? That was awesome. That was awesome. Seahawks have a new offensive coordinator. It's the last team you'd think would need a new offensive coordinator. But then again, they did say Kubiak went to the Raiders. Raiders is a good prospect if you can stomach the owner's face. 3, 2. We might see delay game. Nope, just barely gets a snap off in time. Pressure, pressure. Throws, completion, first down. He's running. And he makes it about the 40, 42-yard line before he gets out of bounds to make it 1st and 10 again and continue Locke's perfect game. If he throws another touchdown, he's definitely going to be in consideration for perfect passer. That's an awesome thing to have. 9 for 9. 95 yards and a touchdown. That's amazing. Just run the ball. I don't think you have anything to lose here. Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Sidesteps a couple of guys. Oh, that was ugly. There's a face mask. That's 100% a face mask. That was clear as day. They brought him down terribly. It looks like he might be a little hurt, too. Oh, that's awful. Every single one of those 15 yards was earned. He almost got his head pulled off back there, how hard they grabbed on. Oh, man, he got his neck twisted so far back. That's actually sickening. Oh, it almost went 180. That's awful. Is he okay? He looks okay. His neck looks fine, but that was ugly. There's a reason that face mask penalties are so harsh. That looked like it could have killed him. We got a bit of weird stuff going around here. Oh, that pass was tipped, but it's complete anyway because Drew Lock can't miss tonight. No gain, but that continues. Another completion. He caught a tipped pass. That never happens. And there was some pressure, too. This guy is showing himself out there. That's amazing. So, it's 2nd and 10. On the 44-yard line. Snap. Looking, throws way downfield. And for the first time of the day, Drew Lock has missed a pass. So that'll make him 10 for 11 and bring up 3rd down and 10. Oh, man, he almost had it to Arroyo. That might have been his... If he caught that might have been his 2nd touchdown. Oh, we have a little bit of unsportsmanlike conduct on the corner there. Ooh, so it looks like their drive's going to continue off a little bit of ref ball. I don't know how much I like that call. I think that might have been a little harsh, but then again, the camera cut away after about a second, so we don't know how unsportsmanlike that truly was. I appreciate the guy with the Titans chain. That shows some dedication. Fans aren't happy. There's some booing. So the Seahawks will start at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Looks like they're set to just pour it on. They're ready. Snap. Starts to run. Looks for a hole. Doesn't find any. And that's going to be no gain. Number 33 again engaging in a little bit of excessive celebration. This guy's pumped. Whatever he's doing. Whatever he's doing, he is pumped. So we got a lot of guys on the line for the Seahawks. Play fake. Oh, he fooled him good with that one. He's looking. He's probably going to take a sack, throws it away, makes a completion anyway, and that's going to pick up about 2 yards. What on earth was that play? That's the type of thing you only get in the preseason or in Madden. That was weird. How the heck did any of that happen in the first place? That was a good play fake. He got pressured. He threw it way into coverage, threading that needle. And he made the completion because of course he did. Oh, they made an error. He's not 11 for 11. He's 11 to 12, buddy. Come on. All right, so checks, throws downfield, and that's going to be his second touchdown. He hauls it in. What? Incomplete my ass. There is no way on earth that was incomplete. That was a touchdown. Let's see that again. That ball did not hit the ground. Ah, no, it looks like it did. It looks like he didn't have control. That's an incomplete pass. Oh, that's got to feel awful. He had it in the end zone, but dropped it. That's going to haunt him. Oh, and he had not been 11 for 11. He had been 11 for 12. You made a bit of a mistake, it looks like. He made an incomplete pass earlier, but it was called for excessive celebration. 44-yard attempt. Jason Myers. Let's see what he can put up. Looks like someone might have gotten a hand on that because it misses. And it's going to keep that 16-3, and the Titans will take over on the 27-yard line when we come back. Man, what a time. Gotta take a breath. Jackson Smith and Jay Buss. Cool. Oh, don't show us an AI commercial, you jerk. You kidding me? You telling me you couldn't hire real actors? Come on. That's embarrassing. I hate that stupid NFL Network commercial with the dogs, too. gross at best and annoying at worst. Because imagine being in this situation. You're trying to watch the game, but all 15 of your dogs spot a squirrel at once and decide, nah, bitch, you don't get to see the game. And I just let some profanity slip again because it's okay, but we're on commercial. Either way, that's something I'd probably get better at with time, providing clean, television-friendly commentary. September 9th, Patriots-Seahawks kickoff. I'm definitely going to be there for that. I don't think anyone cares about the Melbourne game. Browns-Jags. That's going to be a sad one. I'm going to be there for the Browns and Steelers games this year. If anyone cares. Looks like we're taking a bit of a break. I think I deserve one. Hello, Julian Edelman. Alright, so ball at own 34 for the Tennessee Titans. Tries to run and gets tripped up almost immediately as Seahawks defense gets right through and he loses 4 yards on the play. That is just not what you want to see. What the heck happened? The line just didn't hold up. The line just couldn't hold up. One can only wonder. So that's forced them into an obvious passing situation. The Seahawks know this. Look at how highly they're spread out here. And they try, and Cam Ward goes down with a sack. He gets straight through. What on earth is going on? It's like they've already given up. It's like they've already given up. It's 3rd and 20 for the Titans. We're not even halfway through the second quarter, and you've already given up. Come on. Come on, Cam Ward. People are going to start saying you're washed. Looking, throws a freaking bullet, but that's not going to pick up too much, all things considered, because it's not going to be a first down, and the Titans will have to punt it away, having gained only 2 yards on this drive. That's not good. Did he just gritty all the way to the sidelines? That was impressive. Man. Wait, is Cam even throwing? Is Cam even throwing? Is that him? And punt. Nah, it looks like they've got Mitchell Trubisky out for the Titans, not Ward. Oh, and that punt is muffed. Looks like the Titans have it. The Titans have it. That's confirmed. That's a muffed punt, and they're going to start on their own 10. Maybe on their own 11. That is incredible. You don't get to see a play like that too often, folks. He just completely misses the punt, falls on top of it, and it's just immediately recovered. He had no chance. That's the kind of thing that, as both a punter and a recoverer, you dream of. That's a career play right there, and it had to happen in the preseason. That puts some life into the Titans. I'm expecting to see this ball game become 16-10 very shortly, and we'll have a game. It looks like they're going to cover the overspread. Snap. Runs the ball, comes around the side, and picks up about 3. Falls a little hard there, but that's the thing about running backs. They're almost invulnerable. They are beasts made of pure muscle. They just get right back up. You can't stop them. On 2nd and 6 at the Seattle 7. They got a first down, actually. If it's actually possible for them to pick up a first down without getting a touchdown if they manage to make it to the 1-yard line. So, actually, no, that's not even by the 1-yard line. That's going to be by the half-yard line. Let's see. Takes a snap. Hands it off again. Dives straight in the middle. And he's going to pick up a couple more. Now that we're in the red zone like this, it's time for me to bring up a bit of a personal football take. In my opinion, when you don't really need the 3 points that much, it's always, in my opinion, it's better to go for it on 4th down when you're like that deep in the red zone, when you're like inside the 5, because it's better than any kickoff or any punt could ever give you. You know? So it's Mitchell Trubisky's job to throw a touchdown here. Alright. 3rd and 4. Snap. He's looking to pass. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's coming around the side. Throws. That might have been across the line of scrimmage, but it looks like that was across the line of scrimmage. I don't think that's going to be a touchdown. That's coming back. That's coming back. I think he threw across the line. Holding on the offense. Are you kidding me? Of all plays? Boo! Come on! You're going to call that for holding? Boo! Keep this game exciting. Come on! It's like they're not even trying out there. What the heck? I'm pretty mad about that. Personally, I'm mad. 3rd and 14. They're determined to avenge themselves. I'm expecting a great throw from Trubisky. Seahawks rush him. Throws to the end zone. Finds absolutely nobody. To bring up 4th and 14. So it looks like they are going to bring out the field goal unit because they're a little further back than they hoped. It's sad to see this drive in with only 3 points after such a generous gift, but sometimes the referees just decide, you know what? Not you guys. Not you guys today. That really angers me, you know? Seeing a great play get called back for holding, because it's always holding. It's always ever holding. The thing about holding is, it happens on almost every play. It's just up to the refs to decide whether it's egregious enough or relevant enough. So that 33-yard attempt is a chip shot for Joey Sly, and that's going to make it a 16-6 ball game with 5:27 in the 2nd quarter, and we are going to commercial. Stop showing me basketball. Stop. No. Quit. No. Go away. Is there like a setting I can change? Hold up, everybody. Don't do that. Bob, come on. This is rough. You're testing my patience. You're testing my patience. Oh, and another point I had the idea to bring up yesterday. What's up with all these... What's the deal with medication commercials? It's like there's only 1 or 2 different medications for any different type of these diseases. There's no reason that many people who have plaque psoriasis or Crohn's disease are both aware they have it and unaware that there's a medication for it. Come on. It's like there's no point. It just, like, I don't get it. There's usually only 1 or 2 medications for these conditions, and people who have these know they have it. If you're really gaining much benefit that their doctor wouldn't prescribe them. Really? You're going to tell me these people aren't aware that the one and only medication for this condition exists? Or like one of the only major medications exists? Come on, you really expect me to believe that? You gotta wonder, what's the point? Everyone in the country knows about this stuff. And you know what, a relevant detail, I think there's something up with those Empic. I think one of these days down the line, we're going to see that there's definitely something up with GLP-1s. Saw somewhere that it makes you a little bit more docile, and I think, yeah, you can get a little conspiracy with that if you wanna. You can definitely see it. I remember when it first came out that this stuff caused weight loss and everyone in the world started buying it. I felt really bad for diabetic people because they couldn't get the medication they needed because everyone decided it was their turn to stop being fat. And I'll have more to say on that by the next commercial break because it's time for kickoff once again. I'll definitely continue this conversation, though. I gotta remind myself of that. Kickoff is to the right, and it goes to one of the men, and he returns. Gets a good return there, and he's brought down by the 28-yard line. I thought he might have had a little bit of a chance to get free there. He was definitely in the back half of the Titans' defense. I think I'm doing a pretty good job commentating today. I'm providing pretty exciting commentary, you know. A lot of fun. A lot of fun to everyone. This kind of thing just comes naturally to certain people. You got that ability to yap about football games. You gotta learn from the greats, and I learned from the one and only John Madden, the best video game ever made, Madden 08. So, the Seahawks take over the 28-yard line. There's the handoff. Picks up a couple of yards, rolls a little bit. That was interesting to see. And they're going to pick up about 5 on this drive. And it seems once again Fox has decided that it's more important to show an interview than the actual game. Alright. So it seems like they're just going to take a second anyhow. So they line up. There's the handoff. And it's a run for a gain of nothing. No gain on the play, it looks. Maybe a yard at best. And that's going to bring up third down for the Seattle Seahawks. Third down. So it's 3rd and 4. Locke is 11 for 13. It seems they properly corrected this. Thank you. And it's time. Alright. Locke is in the backfield. Takes a longer snap. And the play is immediately blown dead. I think there was some offside on the Titans. I think they jumped early. Oh, we couldn't hear the penalty because this guy was talking over it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I really needed that. Let's see. Let's see if ESPN will hit it first. What was the flag? 5-yard penalty. Chucka, penalty on Seattle. False start. All right. So that's 3rd and 9 for the Seahawks. That's a middle linebacker action. Locke is far back. He's next to the RB. Takes a snap. Looks, throws, makes a completion to the running back. Almost breaks the defender there. Almost gets right past him. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And it doesn't look like they're in any mood to go for it. Those are adorable baby pictures. Thank you for showing me this. Fox NFL. I think we all needed to see that today. Fourth and 2. It's time for the punting unit to come out. I got the legs to be a punter. You just don't know this. So he launches it from the 25, and it's caught around the 15, and there is absolutely zero shot at a return. The Seahawks just get right to him and bring him down around the 15-yard line. That was a beautiful punt there. That cleared like most of the field. That cleared, I want to say about 60 yards. Football yard math is hard. That cleared about 60 yards. That was a great punt. He just got absolutely nothing on that return. Beautiful. Kicking team is unnecessary roughness. So that's going to add 15 yards. So that 60-yard punt is going to turn into a 45-yard punt. Which is a bit of a shame. You know, I love to see long punts like that. I'm a guy who likes to kick things. I'm a guy who likes to kick things. I have a couple videos of myself, actually, just sending soccer balls. So that punt is 48. That counts for 48 yards, actually. So it looks like they're kind of counted for a little less than I thought. That punt was taken from the 25, but it looks like they counted 10 yards closer than it actually was because of where the snap began and where the ball actually traveled. He kicked it 60, though. That was crazy. If I learned how to punt cleanly like that, I could probably do that, in all honesty. Like, I could probably punt that far in 2 years. Punting is super fun. I love it. But anyhow, I'm sorry, I missed a bit of that play, and there was a bit of a pass there. That ended up in about, I think that's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Titans. Good throw there. I got a bit distracted telling the personal story. So it's Trubisky's time. Oh yeah, that's why I know Trubisky. He was briefly a Steelers QB. Anyhow, handoff, and he gets through a little bit. One of the Seahawks guys' helmet pops off. And we come up on the 2-minute warning. Looks like we're going to go to a bit of a break here because it's a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the half. Titans will be 2nd and 3. It is Seahawks 16, Titans 6. And the Titans will have the ball when we come back from commercial. And like I promised, we're going to talk about Ozempic a little bit more. I think like eventually having this many people taking it is going to result that it causes like some sort of unexplained condition or something. It's weird that they want so many people to take this for like anything. They say it cures everything. They say GLP-1s will cure damn near anything you have, and I don't understand. It seems like something's wrong about this. I don't trust it. Everybody's flying towards this stuff, and they don't realize that a giant medicine company is getting rich off of something that we don't know what it's going to do to you in 10 years. We already saw what it does to. We already saw what this weight loss effect does to people. Look at Jenna Ortega. I'm pretty sure that's the woman I'm pretty sure that's who I'm talking about, Jenna Ortega. Didn't she become an absolute skeleton after taking Ozempic? It destroys you. My grandma's been sleepy ever since she started taking it. She's only 65. 67. God, I'm getting old. But yeah, like, I don't get why they want everybody to take this stuff. I mean, you kind of do if you want to get into the conspiracy aspect here, because it makes everybody just more docile. Makes you easy. It's weird. Ugh, where's he at? Yes, one drug has an unintended side effect, and suddenly everybody in the world is taking it. My mouth needs a rest. I'm getting a jaw ache. I've screwed up wisdom teeth that definitely need extracted. I've never really yapped for this long. And now it's time to continue football. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining, meaning that we might be able to see a second drive in this 2-minute. Depending on whether or not the Titans score or have to punt. Or really what happens in general. We might see a second drive. We really might. Center's ready. Titans are going to begin at 1st and 10. I'm sorry, I might have lied there accidentally. So they start at their own 45, chucks it down, breaks a tackle, stays in bounds. That was a great move there, staying in bounds like that. And he gets out of bounds to knock 6 seconds off the clock and pick up a first down as we enter midfield. That was good. They gotta check to make sure that ball never left out of bounds. You gotta check sure that ball never left bounds. Trubisky's showing himself. He's pretty okay here. Snap, run, tries to cut around the side, doesn't find anything, and gets swallowed up in a sea of defenders. So that's going to continue the clock. That's going to start the clock running again. 38, 37, 36. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Let's see, what do we got here? What do we got? Where are we coming out? Trubisky looks ready. Seahawks defense looks ready. Everybody's looking ready for this one. Immediate throw. Fails completely, and that's a tackle for loss. As we enter 60 seconds left on the clock, and we got a timeout called. That was crazy. He just completely failed to get the block there. Completely failed. So that was probably the worst, even like attempt at a screen I've ever seen. That's bad. Knocked some very, very desperately needed yards off there. As we only have 67 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 9. So, 3rd and 9. See, the Titans desperately need this. They're on their own. No, they're on the opposing something. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Because it's time to pass. Throws deep. Does he have the completion? Looks like he does. What I want to know is if that ball touched the ground or came out. But it doesn't matter. They're not going to review it because they're doing a no huddle here. Let's see. Does he have it? He does have it. That is a completed catch. Congratulations. What a throw. Very impressive. So they got some momentum here. They're at their own 20. They're at the Seahawks 25. 1st and 10. 36 seconds left in the half. Snap. Looks. Rolls around the side. Throws. Makes a completion. Gets out of bounds. 26 seconds on the clock. And that's going to bring up 2nd down for the Titans with a pick of about 2. That was a good play. That was a good play. Not the best, but he got out of bounds, and that's the important part. They didn't need to burn a timeout. This gives the Titans a lot more wiggle room. What they don't want to do here is run the ball. They just need to keep going to the air and pray they can notch a touchdown on the board before halftime. Let's see. Get ready. 5, 4. Snap. Looks. Gets the catch. Doesn't make the reception. Aw, man. He was just like late on his arms. I don't really know what happened there. He just reacted so late. I don't really think he ever had a chance. That one just wasn't happening. Man. You need to give up like that. 22 seconds. 3rd and 8 for the Titans. I'm thinking they're probably going to go for it on 4th down here if it comes to this. Let's see. They're ready. Takes a snap. A little bit of pressure. Makes the completion and gets no gain whatsoever. Maybe a yard. So they're going to call it immediate timeout. And let's see if the field goal unit comes out or if the offense stays on the field here. There's only 15 seconds left. The Seahawks have burned their 2nd timeout. I don't know what they're burning these timeouts for. Is it just generosity? They're not really going to do much getting the ball back. What the heck are they planning? They're going for a field goal? This isn't what the fans want to see. It's probably what they need. It'll put them within a score, But this isn't what they need. This is what the fans want, at least. And the 40-yard attempt is up and straight through. Joey Sly has been on it today. 10 seconds left in the half. It is now 16-9. Seahawks leading. Joey Sly has made a 40-yard field goal. The Titans will get the ball to... Ooh, that was a bad voice. The Titans will get the ball to begin the second half, if I remember. Yeah, they'll get the ball to begin the second half. And they're lining up for the kickoff to run off the final 10 seconds of the half. Let's see if the Seahawks are going to try to, use their one timeout on something. Maybe try for a deep pass and a couple of Hail Marys. But I don't think they're going to get much here. I think they're just going to run the ball or kneel out the half and go into the half on top 16-9. I don't expect much here. This is pretty much just a formality. If they really try, they can probably make this kickoff last 10 seconds after reception. Kicks, goes deep. Let's see. He gets a block, gets a couple, and he goes down at the 20. So that's going to leave only 3 seconds left in the half. And out comes the offense to run the final play of the half. Don't expect anything here, kids. In my opinion, they're just going to try to run the ball or kneel it. This isn't... Usually the last play of the half isn't where you see anything exciting. Yeah, there we go. Victory formation. Defensive formality. They touch. And they kneel it out. If I were playing Madden here and this wasn't real life, I would probably have just called like a Hail Mary to see what you can really get on there. Just for funsies, There were only 3 seconds left. What'd you have to lose? Stop trying to show us WNBA. I don't think a single person cares. No, stop. Yeah, and I was right. And the Titans will receive the second half kickoff. There are 12 long, agonizing minutes until halftime. We got a text. Okay. I promised about a halftime conversation, so it's time for me to go try some grapefruits, so I'll bring this in. Off-topic time. The hinge on my laptop is actually broken. The hinges on all my computers break. I don't know why. The hinge on every computer breaks. These things aren't immortal. I really don't want Vivek Ramaswamy to be governor. But I really don't want Amy Acton either. This is going to be a hellish 4 years for the state of Ohio. It's going to be bad either way. We both know Vivek Ramaswamy isn't going to be good. We both know Amy Acton isn't going to be good. We're in for an awful time. We really are. But yeah, the hinge on my computer is broken. I think this is probably covered under accidental damage from handling. It came back making weird popping noises after I sent it in to get repaired after my stupid brother freaking tried to take it away from me for no reason and broke the screen. Got some stuck pixels there. That was a great first half of football. 16-9, Seahawks leading. And now it's time to get off topic. It's time to try some Squirt grapefruit soda. I've never actually had this before. I've got a shot glass here, and I'm getting ready for this. Let's see. Smells good. It smells like Mountain Dew Whiteout. If you've ever had Mountain Dew Whiteout. So let's pour it to the line. And let's take a shot. Down the hatch. Not bad. Feels like drinking just straight mixer. There's not a lot to it. Kind of just sour. There's nothing there. Just tastes like Whiteout. 5 out of 10. Anyhow, I gotta leave. It's time for me to go to the bathroom. Or something. I don't know. Alright. I'm trying. I would love to comment me for like high school or like low division college football someday. That seems like a great place to get started in anything. High school and low division college football. I figured if I put myself out there, I'll have a resume if I ever decide to apply to anything that shows up. Well, after a quick break, we're back with 4.5 minutes left in halftime, and it's time to get started on commentary once again. just gotta burn some time, you know, wait for halftime to be over. Talk. Bullshit. Swore again. Crap. It's okay. I'm probably going to be doing this a lot more times in the remainder of the year, so I'm going to learn not to swear on the air. It's going to be an alright time. I want to build up a resume because I want to one day apply to be high school or low division college commentator. It seems like an easy way to get into a career. And then hopefully I might be able to move up to coaching Division I football or even the NFL. Play-by-play, color commentating football. It's kind of a dream, you know? Fill me in on your new vision. Wake me up with indecision. Help me trust your mighty wisdom. Yes, I eat kind and not proud. Show me how you question questions, lead the way to my temptation. Take my hand and give it cleaning. Yes, I eat cow, I am not proud. He's in and he's a chair. Moving out his rock. I don't like you anyway. Still in a box. I'm you. I'm you. I'm gonna keep doing this over the remainder of the year. It's fun regardless. You know, one thing that does concern me is that, unfortunately, myself included, and I feel terrible about this, I would definitely even, like, and I would still, like, probably take a job as, like, a gardener or a landscaper or something. That's not terrible. But, like, none of the kids these days want to do blue-collar work. Nobody wants to be a mechanic. Nobody above the age of 5 wants to be a firefighter. Everybody wants to be an entertainer. Everybody wants to be an entertainer. Nobody's going into farm work these days. That's scary. That's really scary. Because when nobody's going into farm work, that leaves companies to buy it up, and suddenly you have corporate control in the food. And that's great because that sets you up for price gouging and a probable revolution. There's a lot of signs of things to come, you know. We're looking at a dark time. This is what happens when you leave me alone with my thoughts. Ugh. Man. All the pet shelters are just full of pit bulls and bull adjacents. Like nobody's coming to get these things. They're all just full of pit bulls. They're all just full of like bulldogs. Bull adjacent. My voice is starting to give. Looks like we're about to begin the second half. I'm feeling a little bit dead, honestly. This is hard. My jaw's gonna hurt tomorrow. Well, let's talk. Hopefully this game will spark some life back into me. I'm starting to mumble a little bit. It's hard to talk. It's hard. Alright. Alright. Any second now. We're going to suit up, and it's going to be time for the second half to kick off. Tennessee will receive the ball at kickoff. They're only down 7. It's 16-9. Myers steps back. And we are underway for the second half here in Tennessee. One man receiving. He's got some blocks. Falls right into the pile. There was a lot of open room for him, honestly. But he just goes straight into the pile of defenders. I wonder why. There's a lot of room for him. That doesn't seem particularly wise. Alright, so the Titans line up. Snap. Handoff. Gets through for what looks like to be about 2 yards before forward progress is stopped. So that's going to bring up second down for the first real play of the second half of the game. I got to really try to keep my attitude up here, you know? I can't let myself get down. Second and 7, so that's a 3-yard pickup on the run there. Alright, snap. Fake handoff. Rolls right. Does not complete the catch. That would have been a first down. And a pickup of maybe about 10, but that's just not going to happen. Oh, it looks like we got a bit of an injury on the receiver here. Looks like he came down hard onto that shoulder. Might have dislocated something. He rolled pretty hard. Excuse me. He'll probably only be out for a couple of plays. He's probably fine. So, ready? Snap. From a distance, he's looking to pass. Pressure. Sacked! He goes down for a loss of about 6. Eesh. If there's anything you don't want to do on 3rd and long, it's get sacked. Come on. He had a year and a half to throw that thing. Or at least pretend to throw it. Chuck it away. That guy over the way on the right here is kind of open. You could pretend you were throwing him and just toss it away. Come on. All you're doing is giving your opponent better field position. That's not the way you want the first possession of the half to go. Come on, you're only down 7. It's like you're not even trying. So, snap, and there's your punt. It's going, and caught at the 18. Makes the guy miss, and he's brought down at the 18. No return on that play. That was a good punt and a good stop. This is bringing out the worst in me. My voice is so tired. I'm so tired. Everybody likes Danny DeVito. That's an interesting new commercial. I haven't seen that one yet. Oh boy, the Department of War. Who cares? Who's ready to die in the Middle East? I am. Who's ready to die in the jungle? I am. Who's ready to not accomplish anything? I am. I think people are just losing more and more respect for the military, because respect for the military comes with respect for the government, and respect for the government is at an all-time low. Nobody respects the government because we don't have a respectable government. For the last almost decade now, for the last over a decade, we've had a president that just dishonors us. This is not how it's supposed to happen. This is not what the Founding Fathers intended. There is no respect left for anyone involved in the government. Because it's all just old people. We've defaulted to an oligarchy. College football's coming up. There's going to be a lot of eyes on that guy from Oregon State. What's his name? Not Caleb Williams. Oh man, college football's almost here. Oh, something about that soda's not sitting right in me. That's not good. Come on, Hart, keep working. We only need you for about 60 more years. Hello, Mike Pereira, Rolls analyst. This is a guy who knows his stuff. So, they're ready to play. They're all lined up out there. These guys. So, it's time for the Seahawks. And it looks like we got some sort of penalty on the Seahawks here. And that's false start on one of the linemen. Alright, teams can onside kick at any time. Hey, there we go. That's neat. I like this. Review and eject for flagrants. Onside kick at any time. You know what? That's scary because this brings up something I wanted to say earlier. It was a common thing, like before the forward pass was really popular, that some teams would onside kick multiple times in a row to try and move the ball. I was like, how does that happen? You don't get the onside kick all the time. But this opens up a little bit of a possibility. It's not going to be relevant ever, but you can onside kick at any time again. Anyhow, we missed that play, but there was a throw, a completion, and absolutely zero gain. So that's going to make it 2nd and 15 on the Seattle Seahawks. Alright, so it's time. 2nd and 14. Snap. No handoff. Looking to pass, looking to pass. There's no pressure whatsoever. He's got all the time in the world. He's running, he's running, he's running. He picks up the first down. And Milroe has a first down. He's converted on 2nd and 14. On his own run. That was pretty good. He had a lot of room there. He had all day to get what he wanted. That was great. Alright. I wish I was able to do that kind of commentary they're doing right now. They just talk about the player a little bit. We got some bit of emotion in the backfield. Alright. And there's a handoff, and he's coming around the side, and he's got room for days. He gets tripped up after a gain of about 15 or 20 yards. He just knew getting around the outside there, around the sideline, was exactly where he needed to go. And if he did that, he was going to pick up all the yards in the world. But there's a flag on the play. Offensive holding, because it's always offensive holding. Say it with me, boys. Offensive holding has been called 3 times in this game, and it's always been to callback plays of 10 or more yards. The NFL hates fun. The NFL hates fun. No fun league, ladies and gentlemen. No fun league. This is why everybody hates NFL refs. So now it's 1st and 19 for no reason. Bit of a shovel over there. And he is tackled for a loss. That's going to lose about 2 yards. So now they're back at the 20 where they began. Because you can't win anything. You really just can't. The NFL is not a league where players are allowed to have fun and make big plays. Because the refs get off on calling holding. I don't know why they do it. I don't know why does it help them sleep at night knowing that every single big play is always going to be called back for holding. So he takes a snap, he's looking, scanning the field, throws deep, straight down the middle, makes a beautiful completion, picks up the first down, and we're at the 45-yard line. So the Seahawks will get another first down at their own 45. 10:26 left in the third quarter. Seahawks still up by a touchdown. Beautiful pass there. That was just straight down the middle. That's all you can ever hope for. Almost like it was drawn up in Madden. So, alrighty. Come around, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left, pressure, throws it away. No completion, 2nd and 10. Targeting Arroyo. Alright, so the Seahawks are out of the huddle. They're lining up in a very, very close formation here. I'm interested to see what they're going to try to do. It's probably going to be running the ball. Got a guy running around to the other half. Drops back. Lots of protection here. He's got room for days. Makes a completion and picks up about 5 yards. That was pretty short, but, you know, sometimes that's all you can really hope for. Just the completion. Move the ball a little bit more. My TV's starting to screw a little bit. We're having some reception problems, but we're not missing anything major. If I was using like Stream East or something, we probably would have missed about 10% of all the plays, all of which would have been the big ones. Because that's Stream East for you, man. Alright, anyhow, snap. Ready? We got our QB in the backfield next to the RB. Looks, throws deep, really deep. And the reception bounces off his fingers. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5. So this is going to send out the punting unit. And I'm guessing the Titans are probably going to take over somewhere around the 20 after the punt. Barring something like a really good return or some sort of fumble. Number 82 on the sidelines is walking funny. What might have happened to him? So, it's 4th and 5. Out comes the punting unit. As we prepare to relinquish possession to the Titans once again. 3, 2, 1, nothing. They're going to intentionally take the delay a game penalty here to try and move the punter a little further forward. That's a pretty common move you'll see. They'll wait out the clock to add 5 more yards to it. Push the receiver 5 yards closer. This is to prevent a touchback or anything like that, which you really don't want to see. So off goes the punt. Oh, that guy falling back there. What the heck? So that is just a disaster of a return. Not a collision there. And The Titans will take over somewhere on the 13-yard line, I want to say. That was pretty ugly. I gotta stay quieter. This is really starting to wear on me. My jaw muscles are just tired from talking so much, man. Whew. Sorry for being so silent. It's just I haven't been up this late in a bit, and I've been talking a lot already. I'm going to commentate this game until the end, but I think we might be out of color commentary here. I'm going to try. I'm still going to put on a show, but don't expect much. It's only my first game. It's only my first game. Indiana's going to have a tough time next year without Mendoza. Alright, so it's time. Titans take over. 14-yard line. Almost gets tackled for a huge loss. Breaks through. There's a flag down on the play. What are we going to see? What are we going to see here? Wow, how do you end up going in the 6th round? How do you end up going in the 6th round if he was a center this good? Sure, not a lot of teams need centers that often, and it looks like it's going to be something called on the Titans that we just never got to hear because it's now 1st and 15 for them, and they're pushed back even further. This is a bad situation because if they decide to try and blitz, they might be looking at picking up a safety here. Sends him straight up the middle. Oh, he breaks through. He actually got some great moves there. Had a lot of room. He had a lot of room. So he picks up 7 on that. That was a pretty good run. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Oh, they're going to call it 2nd and 7 instead. That was a pickup of 8. That's great. So, the Titans have 2 backs. And that's a handoff. And he just barrels right on through there. Picks up another few yards. So that's going to leave him just short of the sticks to bring up 3rd down and 2. If you ever want to have fun watching an NFL game, try watching the linemen. You'll learn new things from it. I guarantee it. Snap. Another handoff. That's another straight run, 3 in a row, and it looks like he's going to have the first down there. Depending on where they roll forward, progress was stopped. I think that's a first down. And that's what they're going to call it. That's a first down. That's 1st and 10. And the Titans have moved the sticks yet again. Wonderful. Titans don't have a lot of rushing yards this game. Or a lot of passing yards. They're really just getting dominated out there. Well, that comes to giving up that long run earlier. So they're going to run the ball for the 4th time in a row, and he almost gets free there. There might be a bit of a face mask on that, but he picks up a first down on that run. That was great. You don't see runs like that too often. You don't see runs like that too often. Not at all. Wonderful. He just opened. Levis or Levi's, I don't know how you pronounce that. So they're going to run it for the 5th time in a row. And he almost was gone there, but he tripped, he stumbled, and he picks up another first down off of nothing but rushing plays. The Titans have really got some kind of run game going. They're opening up everything in the books for this guy. If he didn't fall there, he had nothing but daylight ahead of him. That's sad. What could have been? He just tripped. But a first down is better than nothing. Put some life into this game. Titans at midfield. 1st and 10. Snap. They're going to run the ball for the 6th consecutive time. Gets around the sidelines. And that's another first down. What is going on here? And there's a flag on the play. This is coming back. Holding again. Holding again. Why? 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 The refs hate the Titans. You hear just a rain of boos from the crowd as offensive holding is called for the 4th time today to negate a play. It's just painful, folks. We gotta get an investigation into these guys or something. This is rough. This is rough. Snap. Run for the 7th consecutive time. And he gets pretty far again. Looks like they're just going to keep... Oh my God, there is another flag. Will anything good... Ah! That is the 5th offensive holding call on the Titans this game. They can't catch a break. It's 1st and 26. I've never seen a first down taken this far back in all of my time watching NFL football. What on earth is going on here? Titans fans are probably losing their minds right now over this blatant display of referee interference. 1st and 26. The Titans are all the way back at their own 35. And they're forced to pass. And it's incomplete. This is blatant referee interference. I don't know how anyone else isn't seeing this right now. Absolutely blatant. Every time they call holding. It's not even a surprise anymore. I don't understand. This is how... It's like they're playing the Chiefs or something. They're not allowed to win. You're not allowed to beat the Kansas City Chiefs for years. Now I guess you're just not allowed to beat the Seattle Seahawks. 2nd and 26. Snap. Looking downfield. Bit of a pressure. Gets a throw off. Picks up almost nothing. That seemed like a bit... It seemed like a number 35 might have thrown a punch. Oh my God, they're just getting away with everything. This is absolutely unbelievable, folks. I don't know how anybody can still support these referees. There's got to be an investigation into these guys. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Some just doesn't add up here. This seems like interference against the Titans. Rigged league. Snap. Seahawks tried to blitz. Takes a shot way downfield. Double coverage. And misses by a little bit. He tried to draw pass interference maybe, but he couldn't quite get to it. So that's going to bring 4th and 21, and the Titans are going to have to punt on what would have been a very promising drive, if not for the worst case of referee interference I've ever seen. I think there might be some... They're looking for a flag. They see pass interference here. They see pass interference. They know, like, he was just way behind it. Something wasn't right about that. I think they might have a case. Maybe not entirely, but I think they have a case. So, at the 9 runs, 15, 20, 23-yard line is where the Seahawks are going to take over when we come back. There are 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Seahawks are still up 16-9. This is miserable football, folks. Nothing happened in the entire second quarter, and it looks like nothing's going to happen in the third either. After all of the wonderful excitement that we had in the first, now the referees are just showing their power. They're taunting us. They are absolutely taunting us. They are absolutely doing this as a display of dominance, because they know full well that no one is going to be able to do anything about this. They know that nobody is going to be able to do a thing. This is absolutely blatant. Terrible calls from the referees today. I cannot support this at all. Major League Soccer is a good thing to advertise. MLS needs to establish a larger presence in the United States if the United States ever wants to have a chance in the World Cup. If we're ever going to want to, feel rewarded in a World Cup. Oh man, they're right. I want Reese's Pieces. The commercial is right. I always forget how much I love Reese's Pieces. I love Reese's Pieces. I was really good on that commercial for reminding me Reese's Pieces do exist. I needed to remember that today. Whew. Alright, it is 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks, taking over 3 minutes and 33 seconds in the third quarter. It's time for an interview with Cam Ward. Ah, great. We're not going to be able to hear anything he says because my TV reception is deciding to give out. I'm going to tilt this a little bit and pray we can get something. I really can't miss a play here. Oh, no. This is not where we want to start doing this, TV. Come on, cooperate with me. Work with me here. Buddy, stay with me. We might miss something. Oh, no, we're missing a play. Seahawks look like they're trying to run it up the middle. I don't know. I can't get anything. This is a disaster. My TV reception's completely going out. What in the 7 hells? Oh, God. We gotta try something. We gotta try something. Try the other channel. Okay, we got it. So that was a run for a pick of about 3 here. Oh, no. This is a disaster. Rolls back. Throws. Complete. Picks up a first down. Please tell me we're back on reception. Please tell me we're back on TV reception. Oh, no. This is awful. My TV's giving out. Oh no. Folks. Oh no, we were almost back for a couple seconds. This is bad. Alright, it looks like whatever caused that is starting to clear up again. That was terrible. Maybe a lightning strike somewhere. That usually tends to cause TV interference like this. I'm sorry about that. Anyhow, Seahawks line up 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. One man in the backfield. So, looks... And my TV reception goes out again. But we have what looks like an interception on the Titans. Are you kidding me? Of course this is when my reception goes out. This is always when it happens. Always. Every single time. Watch, it's going to go right back to normal now. Maybe? Maybe we start back to 27? Oh no, I can't believe we missed that. We missed an interception to bad TV. Folks, I hate Youngstown, Ohio so much. Please never come here. We missed a crucial, amazing play that I couldn't get the call because of bad TV reception. I don't think there's ever been a day when I've been able to watch a complete NFL game without some form of reception issue, which involves me missing a major play. I don't think I've ever been able to watch a complete NFL game like that. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Everything hates me. But of course, the commercials are always perfectly clear. Perfectly clear commercials. Perfectly clear. No reception problems at all on the commercials. I don't get it. I'll never get it. Now we're having a little bit of issue during the commercials. I don't know what's happening here. I think a storm's rolling in. Because it always is. Whenever I try to do something, a storm starts rolling in. I don't understand my life. Oh, crap. Fumbled my phone. Oh, crap. I put it on the wrong channel. I've been missing football. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. I put it on 27-1 instead of 27-2. What have I done? I failed completely. Oh. We missed that entire drive. What have I done? Oh, no. Oh. Well, what's done is done. Negligence on my part. That was horrible, folks. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. We can't have mistakes like that. But continuing, it seems the Titans have made about no change at all. But it's 3rd and 3 for them. 3rd and 4. No, they've actually made a pretty decent trek downfield. It looks pretty decent trek downfield. They're in scoring range, actually. They're looking for that touchdown. They're hungry for it. Thankfully, we must not have missed anything major, just most of that drive. All right, here it comes. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Doesn't work at all. Takes a sack. That'll bring up 4th down. We can't have a good game, can we? This is starting to fall apart, ladies and gentlemen. My first time out, it's not that good. Man. And Here comes the kicker. And off comes the third quarter. It's raining. That would explain the reception issues. Because I can't win, can I? I can't win a damn thing. I'm not allowed to have anything. Absolutely nothing. I can't commentate an NFL game. Everybody remembers their first time. That was a bad one. Man. Everyone's first time is always a disaster. Why does it have to rain? Why does it have to rain? Only you didn't miss the plays. You just missed my commentary. I feel like I didn't do my job, but you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss any scoring at least, which is good. YSU contest. Random fan selections. We got a free throw contest for YSU Penguins basketball. Win a Dick's Sporting Goods gift certificate at the Eastwood Mall for making free throws. Awesome. Sponsored by the Hunting Valley Scrappers baseball team. It's starting to rain harder, boys. We might have to call this early depending on weather. Do you hear that? You hear that rain? It's pretty intense. We may actually have to call this to weather. I can't believe it. What a disaster. What an unbelievable disaster. So, we are entering the fourth quarter here in Nashville. The Titans are about to send in their field goal unit for the fourth time today for a 43-yard attempt. He's done all the scoring for the Titans so far this game. They just can't get anything going. So the kick is up, and it is good. So that'll make it a 16-12 ball game for the Tennessee Titans. It isn't what they wanted, but it's something that pretends to help. It's not going to improve their chances by much. But it's still a real plausible thing that happens. It's only a real tangible thing. Let's see. What are we going to do next week? So, off to kick off again. And we'll be back on Thursday after this to bring you Patriots at Browns. 8 p.m. on Prime Video. Pitt and Cleveland at the same time, so I'm gonna have to choose. Maybe commentate both. That'd be fun. Try to bring in 2. Go for 2. And there goes the kick. This is starting to fail as a ball game, boys. And that's going to be a touchback for the Seahawks. So they're going to take over 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Let's see. What game should we bring you on Friday? What's going to be the big one? Cincy Philly. That makes sense. That's doable. That's a CBS game. Minnesota, Denver. I don't see much there. Washington, Baltimore, not a lot. So, Seahawks are ready. Snap. Run. And they don't get much of anywhere. He's brought down after a gain of about a yard. Yeah, nothing really stands out much to me here for Friday. We're probably just going to go with a Cincy-Philly game. And after that, I'm probably going to commentate Detroit, Indianapolis on Saturday. Alright, and play fake here, no handoff. Rolls, bobbles the catch, there comes a flag. You have got to be kidding me. The Titans are called for holding for the 6th time today. What on earth are we looking at, ladies and gentlemen? Something has happened to the Titans or the refs. I think it's to the refs, because this always happens. The pattern is there. Anyhow, we got a run, and that's going to pick up about 4. It's first and 10, because always, of course it is. And the Titans aren't allowed to do anything. We're looking for the biggest blowout in a one-score game ever, folks. This is a horrible game of football. I'm sorry to have to bring you this. So, throw, and it's incomplete. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. What day is it? It's Sunday. Here comes football. Here comes football. Right down football lane. We had a bit of a break after the preseason. 29th to all the way in September 6th. All the way to September 9th, it looks. Yeah. Alright, anyhow. Back to the game. Snap and immediate flag. This one is going to be on the Seahawks for once. Finally, something gets called on the Seahawks. Finally. Something that keeps this almost looking like a fair ball game. This is the worst one-score beatdown of it. This is the worst beatdown I've ever seen where you've lost by 4 points. Alright. 3rd and 11. Drops back. Oh, he is sacked. So that's going to bring him down on the 30. And it's time for the Seahawks to punt it away. Dang. The rain seems to have stopped. That's good. We didn't get much. It just hasn't stopped raining here for the last week. It's a miserable time for weather. But that was a good sack on the Titans. They did a great job. And it's time for the Seahawks to punt it away. Ball's clear, and caught. And my TV's doing the thing again. And it looks like they're going to be down at about the 20. There's a flag on the play. Odds are this is coming back. Because it's always coming back. All right. See who the penalty's on. $5 holding. What? No, we're not doing this. It's on the kicking team. Face mask. So that's going to set the Titans up at the 35. 36 after the flag. Dang. Something good happens to the Titans for once. It looks like... Alright, so... We're in the fourth quarter. They're down by 4. They can't kick a field goal at this point because who knows when they'll ever have the ball again. This is dangerous territory right here. This is the point where you have to consider going for it on 4th down more often. It didn't work earlier in the game, but it doesn't mean it can't work twice. Whew. We're off to something rough here. Man. But this is probably going to be one of the last 2 possessions for the Tennessee Titans. They have 2 shots to show they can really beat the Seattle Seahawks and upset everyone. Hey, Bank of America, Bofa? Bofa these nuts. That's funny. That's funny. Bophades. He was related to the ancient Greek hero Testicles. I'm so stupid. So, my voice is giving out. I missed an entire drive to being on the wrong channel. It's raining in my receptionist body. Overall, it's going excellent. I couldn't say anything better about my first time commentating an NFL game. So, Titans QB drops back, throws it long. It doesn't have the completion. Just bounces off his fingers. Jeffrey Simmons. We brought him up near the beginning. He had a good year. Yeah. It was a good throw and a catchable ball. He just couldn't haul it in. So, and already 2nd and 10. Let's see if they can bring anything to the table here. Chucks it around the side, trying for a screen. Picks up maybe 2. Not a lot. Really not a lot. That's not what you need right now. I appreciate the attempt, but, man. Oh, man. 3rd and 8. Getting down to 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Tennessee Titans. Probably one of their last 2 chances with the ball. They're waiting a long time here. Defense might have jumped early. QB gets through and just once again fails to connect with his receiver. There's a flag on the play. This is almost certainly going to be offside on the defense here. If it's holding on the offense, I am going to lose my mind. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. I was right. The defense jumped early. They had a free play out of that. It doesn't look like they realized, though, because that was a very normal throw. He didn't chuck it downfield like he should have. It's weird. But, you know, a first down is a first down, no matter how small. So, they're bringing it in pretty close here. 5 men on the line for the Seahawks defense. QB turns around, throws, makes his completion. Stiff arms a blocker, and he picks up about 8 on there. He might have gotten a first down. No, he's not going to get a first down. He was down by contact. But that's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Good completion. He found his guy really quickly. Wasted no time. Actually, breaking that tackle there was a great thing for him. It allowed him to pick up just that extra bit more that he so desperately needed in these trying times. So, 2nd and 2 for the Tennessee Titans. This is looking like a run any day of the week. RB pretty far in the backfield here. Center, snap, run. It didn't look like he quite got the ball correctly, but he stopped at the line for no gain. This brings up 3rd and 2. If I were them, I would try to call a run around the side. This seems like the kind of thing I would do in this situation. I would try to call around the side. You want a first down some way. You don't want to end this on just completely screwing up on 3rd down. I'd go for what's tried and true here. Try a sort of toss. So, looking like they might pass on this one. Receivers look ready. They're going to run it straight up the middle, and they completely fell for it. He left that open so hard. That was a very well-earned first down for the Tennessee Titans. Beautiful handoff, very clean, and he just gets straight through. Nobody can touch him until they do about 6 yards later. But that's another first down for the Titans, and they are now in enemy territory. Only a couple yards away from that precious touchdown they've craved all game. So, and that's another handoff. Titans rushing has been excellent in the last couple attempts here. Picks up another, 7. These are good runs. Seahawks run defense is clearly starting to give. Either they get nothing or they get 7. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Clock is ticking in the 4th quarter. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left. So only down by 4. This is a makeable game. This is where it gets good. Snap. Quick throw. Way over his hands. That was just too hot. He wasn't ready. And a bad throw overall. I wouldn't have done that. It seems like he might have anticipated pressure that wasn't there. And he just caved under pressure, you know? He didn't expect this. He completely caved. I'm not going to trust this office chair because I feel that might explode on me at any moment and rupture my spine or something. So I'm going to stand up for the remainder of this. So, Titans on the line. 3rd down and 4. So, handoff. Tries around the side. Looking. Gets the first down. Gets his first down. Oh, and there's a flag, because there's always a flag. I'm calling offensive holding. Get ready for it, boys. It's always offensive holding. Get ready. Fans know it. They know it. They know what it's going to be. Face mask on the defense. Half the distance to the goal line. And calling it from there? That's pretty crazy. Oh, that was not as egregious as the one earlier where he almost tore his head off, but that's definitely a face mask. They earned that first down, even if it was off penalties. Half the distance to the goal line is a lot, though. Now they're at the 15. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They're in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, rolls around to the right. Gets the completion. Ah, he's brought down at the line. Picks up maybe a yard. Why are we cutting to this? Hey, they're playing football out there. Stop showing us Nissan Stadium. Okay, cool. Get back to the game. Jeez, man. Ah. All right. So, they're ready. 2nd and 10. Just chuck this one at the end zone. You got nothing to lose. You got another down if it doesn't work out. So, he barrels forward for a gain of 8 on the run. That was great. So now, they've got everything at their disposal here. They're almost inside the 10. It's 3rd down and 3. That'll pick up 1st and goal if they can make it to the 1st down line. They're not punting. They're not kicking a field goal. This is where you see some good football played. Come on, TV. Don't give out on me now. Don't give out on me now. This is where the fans get rowdy. All right, here they go. They're ready for it. 3rd down and 3. Runs it. Looks around the side. Oh, he trips. He is so mad right now. He missed. Oh. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 2. There is no doubt in anyone's minds they're going for this. To kick now would be to accept a loss. And this is the best chance they've had all day. If I were the coach, I would... what would I do? You got to aim for that 1st down marker more than you got to aim for a touchdown right now. You want 4 more shots at this. You got to have it. This might be your only chance. I would still consider chucking it at the end zone, though. Rolls around. He's got his guy. He's got his guy. He's got his 1st down. That is a successful 4th down conversion for the Tennessee Titans. That's going to bring up 1st and goal. Ooh, he came down pretty hard there. Doesn't seem too hurt by that. So I applaud his resilience. So finally, we have 1st and goal for the Titans. We might see a touchdown. We might see all of this futility come to an end. Come on. Runs the ball around the side, and it's in! Touchdown Titans for the first time this game. Dearness Johnson comes up with the touchdown. That's all I could have ever wanted to see today. The Titans have the lead. It is 16-18, and it's time to kick that glorious extra point. Actually, no, maybe not, because here comes the kicker. Do you go for 2 here? Do you want to go up 4 and prevent their field goal from tying the game? Or do you go for 2 and risk letting that field goal win, but you might be able to squeak out a win if they can't do a touchdown? But it looks like they're going to just kick the extra point. I would have considered going for 2. I would have considered it. I mean, the RB is on fire out there, man. He was absolutely on fire. I don't think they could have stopped him if they just ran that exact play again. Screw you, Liberty Liberty. Screw you, Liberty Liberty. Screw you, Liberty Liberty, you absolute demon. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my knees. The power of Christ compels you. I hate to have to ruin it like that. And the Seahawks' chances of winning have just plummeted to 32% out here. What the heck? Stop trying to show us WNBA. Stop. Oh, trying to show us baseball for once. Why? Aw, nobody needs to see gross skin conditions. Ah, don't show us plaque psoriasis. Please don't show us plaque psoriasis on national television. That is gross. That is gross. We don't need to see this. It looks like... why? Why would they show this on television? That's just shocking. It looks like herpes. It's awful. It looks like herpes all over her arms. Oh, I'm sick. Is it over? It's over. That was awful. I hated that. I hated every single second of that. Screw my life. All the time in the world. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. If I had $1 million, oh, I'd spend it all if I could find my honey. Or that Sancho that she found. I pop a cop in Sancho and I sat her down. What I really wanna know, baby, what I really wanna say, I can't define. It's love that I need. Oh, my soul have to wait. So, it's time for football again. And here come the Titans to kick off to the Seahawks again. Down by 3, 5:45 in the fourth. Will they be able to reestablish their dominance before the end? They take the touchback, they keep it safe. 1st and 10 incoming. Oh man, the Ice Bucket Challenge still exists. This was nice and popular, but it also kind of gave rise to slacktivism a bit. Like, you're not giving any money to ALS charity here. So, I will say, rest in peace to OJ Briggins. 19 years with ALS. What a fighter. What a fighter. Bless him. Anyhow. Sentimentality over. It's time for football. 5:45 in the fourth. Can the Seahawks make it into field goal range? They try the run. He spends way too long in the backfield and gets brought down after a gain of about a yard. This game's almost over. This game's almost over. This is what you plan for. Down by 1 score in the fourth. This is what everybody loves to watch. Takes a snap, scans, looks, throws in the backfield. Is he going to be brought down behind the line? Nope, he's going to pick up about 2 on there to bring up what looks like probably about 3rd and 7. That's really not the kind of thing you want to have to resort to. He just didn't find anyone downfield, so he chucked it to the guy right next to him. You don't want to have to do that. You really don't want to. So, here it comes. 3rd and 5. Looking. Gets the catch off. 1st down. He's gone. He's gone. He's out of here. There's a flag on the play, but he got a heck of a run. They just couldn't bring this guy down. Defensive holding. Oh, it's coming back. Offensive pass interference. You don't see this one called too often. Not a lot of people know OPI even exists. It's so rare to get called. But it does exist. That is OPI. He definitely shoved the corner. That is OPI. Clear as day. It's so rare to see that. But that is coming back, and I think they deserved it after all of the freaking holding calls. We've been vindicated. That was 100% the right call there. I am happy. So, in comes the Titans. And 3rd and 15 fails to convert. Are they going to go for it? Are they going to punt the ball? There's 4:35 left in the 4th. This is a difficult decision to make. Do you think they'll be able to get another possession? Are they worried about them running up? Are they worried about them tacking up a bit of score? There's no overtime in the preseason, so I don't have to worry about this. It looks like they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here it comes, 4th and 3. Here it comes. Get ready, folks. We've seen a lot of 4th down action this game. Takes a snap. Looking, scrambles. Doesn't get anything. He is sacked on 4th down. Titans swarm the field. This game has just ended. It is over for the Seahawks now. So the Titans will take over on the Seahawks 30 after a wonderful 4th down sack. Just about seals it for them. They're going to try to Alright, so for some non-NFL fans, let me tell you what the game plan is in this situation. When you're up 1 score with not a lot of time left in your own territory like this. You don't get a situation like this often, so it's not something you're going to really have to come to mind with. Anyhow, what they're going to plan to do here is pretty simple. You're going to see a lot of run plays. You're going to see them try to push as close to the end zone as possible. Maybe go for it on 4th down. You're going to see a lot of waiting between plays as they try to run out the clock. Try to force the Seahawks to use their timeouts. They're going to try and just pad this as much as they can. If they can get a touchdown, the game is sealed. If they can kick a field goal, the Seahawks might have one last chance at it. It depends on how good the Seahawks defense comes up here. But these last couple minutes in football is where all the fun stuff happens in 1-score games. This is where all the fun happens. If they can hold the Titans to a field goal to extend their lead to 6, I can definitely see the Seahawks catching late wind and marching downfield all the way for a touchdown and win by 1 point. Boy, that missed extra point earlier is really coming back to haunt him, isn't it? This is the stupidest game show I've ever seen. This like rivals mid-2000s Japanese game shows in stupidity. What the heck? Alright. Any minute now, we'll get to probably the last drive of this game. Probably one of the last 2 drives of this game. Almost certainly one of the last 2 drives of this game, barring miracle. This has been a fun one. This has been a fun 4th quarter. It always is. Takes a snap, throws, completion, 25, 20. That's a 1st down and a good bit more. He got out of bounds, though, which I don't think is quite exactly what they wanted. They wanted to keep the clock running here to try and burn some extra. Either way, getting some momentum is good too because they know if they get a touchdown, they're sealing this one. Let's see, snap, I'm expecting a run, and we get it. And he picks up about 3. No issues there. We haven't seen a lot of injuries since the 1st quarter. This is good. This is good. It keeps a nice rhythm, a nice flow into the game. The Seahawks have used their first timeout to stop the clock with 3:46 in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Seattle Seahawks, newly up 3. If you're just tuning in, we've got a heck of a game happening so far. You're just tuning in. You have a heck of a game. Not a heck of a baseball game, because stop showing us baseball. Wow, we've got some real improvement for the Seahawks there. That's crazy. But, where was I? Yeah, if you're just joining us, the Titans somehow managed to score a late touchdown in the fourth quarter to come back after being down the entire game. After getting screwed over penalties on almost everything, they're coming back, folks. And it looks like they might be picking up another first down here. Looks like this might be another first down. And the Seahawks have used another timeout, it looks. Yep, Seahawks have used their second timeout. They have one timeout remaining. Come on, update the yard counter. Oh, they're going to call it 3rd and 1. They're going to say he was short. Stop showing us baseball. I swear. Nobody wants to watch baseball. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. I've actually ensured you can't hear anything from the desktop. I've muted the audio there. So, 3rd and 1. There you go, running the ball again. And they pick up the first down, and this is just about sealed it. Just about sealed it. That's going to call the 3rd and final timeout for the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, man. We've had an amazing game so far, folks. Despite all the issues, despite all the reception, despite me being on the wrong channel for 3 minutes, despite all of the offensive holding calls, despite everything, we've had a great game, folks. We really have. We've watched some amazing football, mostly in the first quarter here, but we've just had a great day out. I've enjoyed doing this all with you. Looks like they're going for it on 4th down. And it looks like they're going to be short of the line here. They're short of the line. They're 100% short. Guarantee it. Look at the ball. It's short. No good. The Seahawks are right. They've stopped them. So they're going to take over down a field goal with 3:17 in the 4th. Ooh. Yep. Officially short. Here they come. Seahawks ready for their final drive. Their last stand. This is looking like a game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, they're not going to go to commercial here. I was going to grab some water. 1st and 10. Here we go. It's up to these well-worn Titans defensemen to come up and make this stop. Excuse me. And Seahawks take the snap. Looking. Avoids a safety. Throws. Intercepted! This game is over! That was incredible! Game-sealing interception! The Titans have a win! Even though there's still 3 minutes in the 4th. The Seahawks have no way to stop the clock, folks. I can't believe he avoided the safety. Look at how close he was here. The guy in the middle almost got to him. They're chasing him down. He throws it, goes way over his head, and straight into the arms of number 42. Milrow, You've just made the worst mistake of your preseason. He barely had control of that catch, but that's still going to count as an interception. If this was the regular season, this probably would still be reviewed. I can't believe the Titans have no turnovers this game. So, it's time. Run the ball. Get up, pick about a yard, and it's time to wait. We didn't get to call the first interception, but we still got to call an interception. What a great game. What a great game, all of you. Ah, crap, the cat's outside. Fucking cat. Alright, who's ready? Who's ready for meaningless football? Come on. Titans are ready. Run the ball, looking around the side, bust through one or two of them, and pick up another couple yards to bring the clock down to the 2-minute warning. I'm going to go and let the cat in. See ya. The cat's back. So we're back at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Tennessee Titans as we go to commercial, and I'm able to get some water. I'm home. It seems in my absence, the Titans have picked up a first down. Let's see this again. We get a throw and a great completion inside the 5. That was great. You'll love to see it. Clock's running. Minute and 28 in the 4th. Continuing to run the clock. Seems like they might be willing to tank a delay a game penalty here. They have the win sealed. They have it sealed. It's down to just quarterback kneels at this point. And, as I said, here comes a kneel. Alright. So, it looks like the Titans are about to run off the clock here. This has been a great game, ladies and gentlemen. I've had an excellent time commentating this for you. Oh man, that water. I don't feel too good. And they line up in victory formation. Less than 40 seconds on the clock. And they have sealed the win. Congratulations to the Tennessee Titans. They have come back and beat the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to go 0-2 to begin their preseason, which is an absolute nightmare for them. It's been a good game. It's been a great game. Sometimes all it takes is one touchdown. We will see you Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, to bring you some excellent football.